Good morning, Mama Sandy.
Good morning. Oh, don't look, I'm getting ready to go get my hair did.
It is
Oh,
Thursday.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you get my info? When I go to change, because I already registered that ticket so I could go in and change. I will need Francine's
Yvette.
account. Yvette, is it Yvette?
It's Yvette.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
sent the
need,
information. I sent the information to her.
okay. So what, for me to change that over to her,
Mm-hmm.
do I need her ID?
You probably have to get on the phone with corporate, both of you. Well, I would call corporate and ask them how to do it.
I did it,
You
but
did?
some time ago. I mean, but I don't know if that was with Kiani.
I would call corporate and ask how to do it because there's got to be a way, and it might have to be that they get both of you on the phone.
Okay, well, I'm headed out, getting ready to head out. Have to be later on today. Where does Yvette? She's in Canada.
Right.
Right. Not too far away from Miss Francine.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
We tell her don't send me anything until we get, I'd rather her get the ticket first. So I'll call them when I get home, when I come back home.
Well, I
Good
believe
morning.
she's already got her flight and hotel booked.
Oh,
Miss Yvette's already got her flight and hotel booked. She just needed a ticket.
okay.
Good morning, Miss Francine.
Hello, bonjour. Hola.
Oh, you French Canadian, you.
Bonjour, monsieur.
¿Cómo ça va?
Mademoiselle.
¿Cómo ça va?
Ça va
How
très
are
bien.
you?
Um, well,
Ça va
what is
très bien.
it? Yeah.
You got us all lost.
Je parle
And
un
I
un
feel
peu de
and
français.
I feel sorry for the translator.
Oh, I said, how are you? ¿Cómo ça va? How are you?
Yeah. Comment ça va? Or comment
¿Cómo,
ça va?
cómo ça va?
Okay. I used to
How are you? And Louis said, very good. Très bien.
Très bien,
Bien,
merci.
bien means good.
Yeah, très bien, merci. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, so you say, I used to say, comment allez-vous?
Yeah, that's good
Apologies.
too.
How go you?
There's different French dialects over here. So Quebec French speakers think that other French speaking people can't speak French.
I love
So
that.
if you go there and you're speaking French, they look at you like, no.
That's not French.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a different dialect than what we
Yeah.
actually learn in school, which is kind of strange, but
Yeah.
we still can
It's just like
understand and communicate with them, but it's a different type of French.
English isn't always English. You guys know that.
Oh, I
Mhm.
met a lady from Cameroon yesterday, and I asked her, and it was English, but the way she was speaking English, I'm going, yeah. English and French is their language there in Cameroon,
Hmm.
Yep.
but hers was English, and but as we
England,
say,
probably England English.
the dialects are really something.
Huge apologies to the interpreters. We know this is normally an English speaking conversation. However, several of our members happen to be in Canada. And she started it. I'm gonna blame her.
Well, we're friends, so it's fine. We're all here.
Oh, nice. Uh,
Forgot that I was the only Canadian here.
no, now you're not. Good morning, Miss Shelley.
Good morning.
Oh, bonjour.
Shelley is strictly English. Now Shelley speaks very good English. Now, Shelley, are you
She speaks
a
Canadian. There's a
native,
difference.
a native Canadian, or because a lot of them moved there from the United States.
Yeah, no,
Oh no,
I'm a native Canadian.
she's
You're
absolutely a
native.
native Canadian.
Yeah. And I've lived in all parts of the country. My dad was in the army, so we traveled
Oh, you've been everywhere.
everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Because
So she's
Francine
considered
has
a
her,
military brat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Francine's got her Jamaican accent.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Wagwan, which is English, but it's a different dialect, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patois.
Yeah.
Oh, love the patois. It's so hard to understand sometimes.
Oh,
This
I'm gonna
is
Oh,
need a translator
interesting.
standing in front of somebody speaking patois.
yeah, I won't do that one on this call because, yeah, no.
You'll
That'd
lose
really get
most
them.
of us.
Yeah.
well, you guys have never heard, well, maybe you have, Amelia, because Amelia is the only one actually in her family that can speak a dialect that goes back to her grandmother, even her dad, none of them. But Amelia learned that from the grandmother who has passed away, but
Yeah,
none
she
of her
lived with her for a
siblings,
long time.
yeah, none of her siblings and her mom speak it.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
I hope she's teaching the children.
I think she said she's got Annabelle's, because Annabelle's so smart. They're all, both of them, they're just very, very smart kids, but yeah, Annabelle's got a bit of it.
Okay, that's good.
Familiar. Yeah, so it
Keep
won't die
going.
out totally.
Have any of you read any of the stories from Adela's book?
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
I
Oh,
haven't read
It's
it.
in
man.
my Kindle. I haven't opened it up yet.
Is
It's,
there a link? I haven't even looked to get it.
oh,
Yeah,
it,
There's
the
a
links.
link.
I put the link in our Telegram chat.
Okay, I'll go back.
I bought it, but I
I
have to
gotta come up
download
with
the
some-
Kindle app.
oh, I read Adela's story first.
Naturally.
She, uh, she has quite a story. My goodness. I can't
Yeah.
imagine the amount of grief she's gone through in her life. But then
Wow.
The more you live.
it led me to read one other story that was, wow, very good.
Yeah. The thing is, when we think that the grief that we're going through is terrible, and then when we listen to other people, they're like, oh my,
Yeah,
Yes.
like
exactly.
nothing compared to that, even though
Yeah,
yours is horrible, but
That
other
is
people's
life.
just sounds 10 times worse.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
for
is
sure.
life in itself, guys. Life in itself, never knowing what anyone has gone through, anything that anyone's experiencing.
Yeah.
It's really something when people make judgment on others and they don't have a clue of
Yeah.
people's lives.
You know the rule. If you don't know anyone else's struggle. All you see is what's right in front of you right now. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
please respect the fact that the struggle is happening, no matter what that struggle may be.
Exactly.
Because
What
when
I
my
really,
husband passed away, it's horrible, obviously. But then when we go to all these grief events and we listen, there's children who lost, like, for example, there was one family, the child lost three of their siblings in a house fire.
Oh,
So he's the only one surviving. Lots of them, their parents died by suicide, like back to back.
oh
boy.
So
man.
it's like a in-law or whoever raising them. There's so many suicides, which is
Yeah,
shocking to me, but I don't know.
even the lady I met yesterday from Cameroon, without getting into any detail, I mean, you know what's going on in Cameroon, and they had to flee. They had to flee to come here for their lives. We know Amelia went through that twice through civil war. Amelia was on a ship hanging, and they had to pull her up from falling into the ocean, from barely missing getting on the ship to come to the United States. So, so many things that we experience here, and I don't want to get on no negatives, but
Well,
American people do not begin to know the struggles of others.
Yeah,
And it's so
everyone has
difficult.
a story.
Yeah, and it's so difficult now when you see what's going on. And like you put yourself in somebody else's shoes in their place, just like we're talking about, we never know. And when we look at what's going on in these governments, and there's no compassion, there's no caring for people. You treat people like animals. Um, and then like there's too many of them, because you're so greedy as to what you want and what you want for yourself. So therefore, you're so critical of other people that don't have. It's just
yes.
horrible. Like I got mine. I got to have mine. Um, but I can't share and just give a little bit to anybody else. But, in essence, all I can say to that is, even though we don't make judgment on others, God sees, God knows all, He exists. He exists. And
He
he has a
does.
vengeance because he said there's vengeance is his and he will repay. So we just
Yep.
wait for those that don't.
Yep.
It's
It's not
just
up to us to judge.
no,
Well, I
no.
can say from the two stories that I read, I find it quite encouraging the overcoming. Both stories ended with or kind of lead you into the positivity of overcoming that,
Mhm.
right?
And,
And
and that's where I'm sorry, Shelley.
and moving through it. Yeah.
And that's where we come in. That's where
Yeah.
we come in to help people. Those of us, there are those,
I know.
experience and not to
Yeah.
say that
I haven't put them there because if I put them over, hold it. Let me get off.
Oh, I thought she was talking to us.
We got a
Uh,
having a conversation there.
uh,
that yeah, that's where we come in because we love people, we love everybody.
yeah.
And
We
you
try our
know,
best.
yeah, yeah. Of course, there are some that don't want us, don't let us, but at the same time, we are who we are. That doesn't change us and who we are.
Correct. I will
And,
continue to be
and
me no matter what everyone else thinks.
you
Yeah,
you don't know the impact you're having on other people's lives always,
So
that's true,
true.
Shelley. That's so
right?
true, Shelley. So true.
Just
Just like,
just by
just like,
your behavior and by your actions, by
Hmm.
your caring and support, by your compassion,
yeah,
um, that does make an impression on people that stays with them. And so I
mhm.
think that sometimes, although it seems pointless, we're the ones that can change the world by doing that.
Scripture says we let our light shine
Yes, that's
among the
right.
nations. We let our light shine.
One of the things I have to explain to my students now, at this point in their training, is that they've signed on for a job they weren't expecting. They've signed on. They're like, oh, I want to be a massage therapist. I'm like, okay, I need to break a little bit of like good/bad news to you. You're signing on as a massage therapist. You are signing on to help people feel better inside their bodies. The part of the job that you did not realize you were signing on for is you're signing on to be an educator. You're signing
Yeah.
on to be a teacher. You're signing on to be somebody who, good morning, Miss Erica. You're signing on to be somebody who other people will have to look up to, look toward, look look to for information that they don't have themselves, that they don't understand. They look for clarification. They're about what's going on with their bodies. People have looked to me over the years and said, "Well, you got about the same education as a doctor, right?" And I pump the brakes on that one, please. What I don't have is that doctoral education. Let's be clear. Um, I do have education, more education in the body and the way it works than the average human. Most people don't know how their bodies actually work. And I've studied enough of the body to understand how it works. And I've been working with the body for this long. So I get it a little better than most people do. But please don't put me up at that pedestal of a doctor. I'm not that guy. Plus, that'll get me like sued by some legal corporation. I'm not looking for a lawsuit.
But
Um,
really, there are aspects of the human body that even the doctor doesn't know that you have the expertise and the experience in. So it all blends in together, because you've got those who say are more educated in one area
mhm.
of the body. The doctor may even touch on certain areas of the body, but you, in terms of the muscular and the structural asset of the body. But at the same time, Louis, what you're saying in terms of people's emotions and what they're going through in life, when they come to you, you may ask these questions because a lot more is going on that's creating these pains and where they're carrying these pains in the body. You're very good at that. So, don't sell yourself short.
Oh, don't
You
worry. I don't sell myself short by any stretch of the imagination. I won't do that. I understand how much I know. I understand how much I've learned. I understand how much I've experienced. I get that. I will tell that to anybody. But what I won't let them do is, pigeonhole me into hey, you're a doctor. And I'm like, no, 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 no. What you're thinking of as a doctor is not my job, is not what I do, is not me. My my compassion for the human body uh is what drives me to learn more and be able to interact more. But Western medicine physicians, as I'm going to lovingly refer to them, lack a bit of the holistic uh, aptitude because they
Yes.
have not been trained in how to not only understand it, but also work with it. And so they've been trained to ignore certain things. And I've been trained to not ignore certain things. And so it's while I appreciate and greatly love all my folks who look at me and go, you know everything, you know more than a doctor does. I'm not that guy. I'm not. Um, but I
Right.
do know a lot more specifically about the body and all the things that you should be looking at to take care of it, um, not just from a Western medical perspective. I have to say it that way because I believe in acupuncture. I believe in energy healing. I believe all
Mhm.
the placebo effect is real. Your mind over matter.
Mhm.
Mind if you don't mind then it don't matter. Y'all know the rule.
Can you do Reiki, Louis?
I do not. I opted to not learn how to do Reiki, but there's a reason behind that one. So
Oh,
What is
My
Reiki?
my massage therapist has a Reiki. She
What
can
is
do Reiki
Reiki?
too,
Reiki is energy healing.
and it works.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it works.
my
It
dau
absolutely works. I don't do
my
it, but I
daughter,
know that it works. I've had it done to me.
me too. But my daughter broke her finger, and they had to go in and
Mm.
pin it. And she was like, I don't know, 7, 8,
Hmm.
and she came out, and my aunt kept sending her Reiki the whole time. She only took pain pills twice after having surgery, pinned, and all that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Reiki is amazing. Reiki is just energy work. There's
Oh,
if you can accept and understand that there's that our bodies are made of energy, there's the basis for Reiki.
well,
yeah,
I
if you don't
definitely
believe in
believe
that
in it.
stuff, it won't work for you.
Oh,
Maybe I definitely.
people actively believe that it doesn't work, and quite honestly, you could have an entire room full of people like basically praying for you and sending energy to you, and guess what? You start to suddenly really randomly feel better and not know why.
Hmm.
That's what the Holy
Welcome to
Spirit
distance
is.
Reiki.
same
Yeah.
thing, same idea.
Yeah, same
That's
thing.
what that's what Holy Spirit is. That's what we receive from our Heavenly Father because
Yeah, that's just energy.
that's energy.
Yeah, that's energy.
Active force. In
Yeah.
But your
motion.
mind has to be open to it.
Well, your mind
Not
has to not be
necessarily.
actively trying to block it. There's a difference.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I
my
mean.
daughter
Yeah,
didn't know she
there is a
was
difference.
getting it. My
There are
daughter
people
didn't
who
know.
are
Yeah.
there are people who are actively like mentally trying to block it,
Yeah.
and there are people who just don't understand it and don't care. Um, they're like, whatever, I
My
don't believe in it, but I'm not trying to stop it.
See, and my
Right.
daughter didn't even know she was getting it.
Right. So there's nothing to stop it at that point in time, so she could receive it. There are people who are out there like, I don't want that happening to me, and they actively block the situation. Other people are like, oh no, you hit me with everything. You go for it. Whatever you got, I'll take it from any area. Let's send it all no. Which is why when you tell people to, keep me in your prayers, and they start actually focusing on sending energy to you, guess what? It works.
Well, I didn't
And
know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but listening to you, I've been exercising it probably for
most of your
most
life.
of my life. My
Yeah.
life, yes.
Didn't even know it.
People
Didn't
have
know
different
it.
names for it. It's just energy work. I mean, if you learn what's considered Reiki, which is a specialized construct of doing energy work, then you do energy work that's along those lines. As a massage therapist, my hands are constantly in other people's energetic fields.
And
Mm-hmm.
you can feel different energies, I'm sure.
I am
Mm-hmm.
actually pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually pretty good at it.
Is that why
I
you don't
surprise
do
myself
Reiki?
sometimes.
Is that why you opted out of Reiki?
I opted out of Reiki only because at the time where they were teaching it was at my school. It required once I figured out how to get myself out of the way because Reiki requires you take yourself out of the way. Um, Once I figured out that and then the process of getting into attuning for Reiki, I was like, I can't do that in front of students.
Yeah, yeah.
When you really think about it in layman's terms, we actually, anybody could just be achy, and you're going to go and you're going to feel those knots and kind of help them, relieve them of some things. They said, oh, that feels good. So with us not even knowing sometimes what we're doing for people, for ourselves, um, perhaps we're doing a little bit of it.
Oh
Am
yeah,
I am I, am I making sense?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also people do a lot of stuff when they're not paying attention. Which is always kind of comedy. They're like, "Oh, I would never do that." I'm like, but you did already. Uh,
Well, you
like you
tell me
honestly
that all
did,
the time, Louis, with other crazy stuff. Well, you're
right?
doing it, Mama Sandy. You're doing it.
I'm like, but you're doing it already. Like people don't realize, and they're like, "Oh no, I could never do da da da," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can actually, and you've already done it a lot, and not giving yourself any credit for it." So that part of understanding where Um, you don't know what you don't know, but you've probably been doing something for a very long time that you didn't realize you were doing.
Right,
You know, people don't realize that they're the ones that are hurting themselves. I have
A
to
right.
lot of
point that
times.
out to them. I'm like, that job you're keeping, where you sit the way you sit, where you do the things you do every day for multiple hours a day. How you doing there, Miss Twilight? See you. Every day for very many hours, and people. I don't know why I feel like this. Well, I know why you feel like this. You just told me what your day consisted of,
Yeah, when you
and
sit for
so
10 hours a day, it does not. You got to
it
think to get up and move around.
right. It starts to like add up on you, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, just like, you gotta move, you've got to move your body even, when we look at even with me having sat at a desk for many years, you got to get up, in which we do ergonomics and all of that, in the line of work that I was in. But you don't even understand the damage to your body and just sitting, then people talk about those that have a lot of movement, repetition, carpal tunnel, all these things, and how, what they're calling now, I guess, the computer net. I've got the computer net, and I'm making it even worse now with social media, because I didn't think I'd ever use my phone as I did, other than just talking on the phone. Your neck is still down.
Yep.
So it's just life, life.
You notice
Mm-mm-mm.
Louis' monitors are up high because you can see by his chin it's not down low.
Yeah, he's looking up.
Yeah, I've got screens up. Yeah, like this one here where the camera is the one where you guys are all sitting actually.
Yeah, I should
Here,
have gotten me a desk like the engineers, this
the
sit up or
stand up desk.
stand up desk. Yeah.
Jerry, are you raising your hand intentionally or is that just accidentally up in the air?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I was trying to get a word in really quickly here.
go
I
for it.
wanted to see, so when it comes to, body, like acupuncture and like the energy, do you actually see like the aura, like the colors like clearly?
I personally do not. I know people who tell me that they do, but I do not.
Some
When
people
it,
can see it, some
some people
people
can see
don't.
the aura, but I cannot see the aura.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
Uh,
wondering if you've had that experience.
I can feel it, which is kind of interesting for me. Like if I do what we call an energy check across someone's body. I'll run my hand across like over their body. I can feel the energy changes.
Oh, so when you put your hand like that, you can feel that?
Yeah,
It amazes me people who can see the aura.
yeah, yeah. The
I,
people are like,
I
can't
was
you see
on
that?
a
I'm like, no.
I was on a board for persons with developmental disabilities for our province. And, you would go out and have little discussions about other stuff after your meeting. And this one lady, there was one gentleman on the board. None of us liked him, and he was the most horrible person. I don't even know how he got on that board.
Oh my.
And
There's
this,
always one of those.
yeah, this
Yeah, right.
lady that was on the board, she said, she told us each what color our aura was. I
Nice.
found that quite amazing. And she said his aura is black with big
Oh,
spikes coming out of
oh
him.
my gosh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not somebody you hang around.
Wow.
No,
No,
totally
but
It's
evil.
That's
and it's
crazy.
when people see now, remember, there's this little caveat of what I see and how I experience the world is always filtered through my experiences.
yeah,
So that's how I perceive the world through my particular collection of experiences. Same for everyone else. So how my brain decides to interpret something is based on how my life has been lived up to this point. Um, there was a medium, John Edward. Anybody remember him?
Think so.
Mhm.
He was the guy. He had a TV show, and fun show, great show. He would uh he could see dead people basically. Or not necessarily actually see them sometimes.
Well, he'd feel them and he could communicate with them.
Yeah, he'd communicate, and then there were sometimes like he could actually see
Somebody standing over the top of you, he'd say. You
somewhere
have
near
this person and
you.
this one
Yeah,
person.
there's somebody standing off to your right shoulder. They've got on this. They look like this shape that he can't, like he wouldn't give you an exact police description, but he would give you enough to make you remember who that person was in your life. And so it was very interesting watching him do what he did, and having to realize, and he said it a bunch of times, when he was trying to interpret what a spirit was trying to tell him, he was necessarily bound to an explanation that was filtered through his experiences so that he would understand it.
But you know,
May I,
that's interesting. My granddaughter's father-in-law started seeing dead people after he had he had a heart attack where really he was dead for a little bit.
Oh, that'll do it.
And it was after that, but like I don't think you can unless you sort of have that openness to you to see. And he didn't know me or Randy. And one day, Emily went to visit with him, and he said, "Who did you bring with you?" And she said, "What do you mean? Who did I bring with me?" And he said, "There's a young lady with you." And then he talked about her, and then he said, "Her name is May. That's my
Oh, wow.
mom."
Wow.
And he saw my dad. He saw Randy's mom,
That's
and
awesome.
her son kind of has this ability. Shanna was looking for a house in Lethbridge, and Emily and Jackson were with them. And the one house, he went downstairs and he came upstairs and he said, "No, Grandma, you can't live here. There's dead people walking around downstairs."
Oh my God.
Now he
Ew.
was only like 3 or 4 at the time.
And kids are still open to it. Kids have
Yeah.
Yeah,
not been told no.
may
yeah.
I, may I say something and don't take this on a
Oh,
negative
Mama Sandy,
note?
what you gonna do to me?
Well, again, Mama Sandy being a person in terms of the Bible speaks against there are demonic forces, and in the scripture it tells us to beware of foreteller of events, those who read palms and all these things. We're to kind of keep ourselves away from it because there are other factors. They exist, but we have to be wary of of these type things, divination, and scripturally back in biblical days, even our heavenly Father says keep ourselves free from them. Astrology, all these things, the reading of the stars, and it's scriptural. I can give you scripture. It exists, but see, we have two factors. We've got God's way, and we've got what the demons are able to do. So we have to be very careful to understand because a lot of times, people that don't, I read the Bible and these things are fascinating to us. But that's what the demons do a lot of times to draw us away from what our Heavenly Father tells us to keep ourselves free from. So I don't
Well, when
know.
I was a child, growing up in Jamaica, there was like a bunch of us in the house, cousins and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
Our house
yeah,
is haunted. And my grandmother, who is very spiritual, because we're 7-day Adventist, she used to do her spiritual work to like get them out the house at nighttime because they would come in our room. And
yeah,
one of my cousin in particular could see them. She could see them like floating around or whatever it was. But every night, for long periods of time, they would be there. It was like a haunted house we lived in.
yeah,
And as an adult, I've seen a spirit, like literally walking, a man and baby, while I
yes.
was asleep, broad daylight.
They're there. They're
Yeah.
there. And I remember my nephew, when I was a teenager, the home that my mother and I lived, I told you my mother passed when I was 15, and my mom died in that house. My brother uh, lived in that house. So when their son was born, my sister-in-law would tell me that the baby would be talking to somebody. Now, he never knew anything about his grandmother, but he'd be
Yeah.
talking to my mom. And, you know, so we have to be very careful. I mean, it sounds fascinating. We're fascinated by things of magic, as was said before.
I don't know. I worked in a bar that was 3 stories. And on the top story was a house, the bar was in the middle, and then there was a place to go have banquets and stuff downstairs. Okay, I'm working there, middle of the day. I put all my knives away. Nobody's there. The doors are all locked. You can hear the glasses moving. You come upstairs and the knives are sitting on the counter. You
Did you
put
not
them
like take
back
off?
away. No, because I had to set up for a banquet and I put
Wait,
all
Yeah,
the
hold
she
stuff
on.
had to put
here.
them back where she had them before.
My shift is
I
over.
put them all away again. And then I said something to my boss and she says, no, we call him the Colonel. She says, he used to leave us notes when we lived upstairs.
Yeah.
He would write stuff down to them. And I'm thinking, oh, thanks.
It's funny you say
And
that.
now you tell me.
Funny you say that, Twyla, because way back in the day, I had a friend, and he had like a Honda or something. But he said there used to be like a bunch of peanuts on the floor of the front passenger seat, right? And every time he cleaned it out, lo and behold, the next day there would be a pile of peanuts. He's like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, you better get rid of that car, because he said every time I clean out the peanuts appear again.
Well,
Yeah.
I
And
remember when I lived in San Francisco, I was a young lady and she had had a baby. She lived in an apartment. She had gone to a yard sale and bought a bunch of baby clothes, and they were very nice. But her baby, ooh, would have fits, just
Oh my
crying, 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 and never knew what it. And finally, I don't know how it came about that they realized that there were um, the clothes were demon. They had to burn the clothes. To burn the
Yeah.
clothes. I know friends. I have friends who said that they used to play with that Ouija board,
Nope.
and
Oh yeah, I remember those.
there
Not
were
touching a Ouija
strange
board.
and there were strange things going on within their household. And
Not
so
touching a Ouija board. Out of the question.
when they realized about the wicked spirits within this Ouija board, because you're dealing with divinity, what do they call it, demonic things, they took that Ouija board out because they owned
Whoever came up
property
with that Ouija board
and
just,
said that Ouija board
and
started
they give it
screaming.
as a
It
gift
started
for
screaming.
kids.
yeah, they were selling that in like toy stores,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
that
game
we
board.
Yeah,
they're demonic.
we
They're
got one at a Christmas party at my dad's Christmas party. We got
Here,
one as
connect to the
kids.
spirit realm. No, thank you.
I'm
yeah,
like,
they're
why do they give you? And then they tell you how to use it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it's the demons. They're
I'm
inspired by demons, guys.
Wow.
So beware
I'm
of
like
these
I'm
kinds of
good for
things.
not using a Ouija board anytime
I've
soon.
never seen one, so only on the commercials or whatever.
No, we had one in our house for a long time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that
Oh,
family
so the
did too,
Ouija
and they
board,
Not
the
that
one
we
that would
used
you
it,
could move
maybe once or
the
twice
little
in the,
cursor around.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yes,
it's kind of
that's
like
the
a
Jerry.
Yeah, my
kind of
aunt would always want to use that. Yeah, the Ouija board when I was
yeah.
growing up.
Oh
Well, I'm
God.
trying to
And
tell
I
you, they
thought, I never really thought anything of it. I thought it was just, something silly. And then we would write down, the letters and everything, and the lights might flicker or the candles will go out.
demons. Those are demons, and like I
Mm.
said, innocent. We're innocent of a lot of things that we don't know that come from that world, demonic. There is a
Oh
devil.
guys, I have a story. So I went to Tulum in 2024, I think it was. And one night in my room, me and my daughter are sleeping, and then I just hear the light switch starts going up and down. I was like,
Demons.
I'm not getting out of this bed because the lights was just going on and on. Toot, 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 toot. So then after a couple of minutes, it stopped, and that was that.
Yeah, we have to watch sometimes things that are in our home that, as they would say, that could be possessed that we're not aware of. And like I said, that family, they took that Ouija board outside and they burned it and it was screaming. It was
Oh my God.
screaming.
Why would you even get that in the first place?
Well, you
Because it was
don't
a
know.
gift wrapped up
People
in
think
the.
they're dead. People don't know. You think they're just games. You
Mhm.
don't know. That girl didn't know that those clothes were uh, possessed by
Possessed.
Yeah,
someone.
people say to be careful shopping at like those thrift stores and buying garage sales and those things
Did you
because you
guys
never
see?
know where
Hey,
those things came from.
that brings up a happy note. Did you guys? It was on the news here. A teenager had gone to a Goodwill to purchase. He just bought stuff. So he gets this jacket, and I don't know if you guys knew Wilt Chamberlain,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Oh
who
yeah, I
was.
saw that. He paid like
Did you
pennies
see
for that.
that? He
Made like
paid three
100K.
dollars. He paid $3 for the jacket, but he knew it was extra long. It came down to his knee, so it really was Wilt Chamberlain's jacket. He puts it online, and was it Sotheby's? So
Yes,
he
Sotheby's, yeah.
yeah, he put it online,
bought it
and
for 90K.
for
What?
90 K,
Yes,
Whoa.
$90,000.
Hey,
Best
$90,000,
$3 he ever spent.
there's
and
people
and
who have
South
Wow,
found
three
other
Well, apparently
dollars?
found
that's what he does. He's made like millions doing that type of thing.
and
there's
Sotheby's.
people that found like underneath other paintings or underneath other stuff. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
remember how many Declarations of Independence were out. I think however many guys were there, each one got one.
Mhm.
So somebody found one behind a picture. They had it authentized. Oh, was that worth a bunch?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
think
that
I'll
was
go
worth.
thrift shopping today.
I know,
I'm gonna
right?
go to the place and
Suddenly
see
I
if
feel a
there's
thrift store like run coming on.
Oh, wow.
Well, there is a
it's
lot of
gonna be
times you
my
can
new
go
hobby.
find certain types of stuff. Like there's certain types of uh, Pyrex. The one
Yes.
kind, there's a certain
Well,
type of
they're a
Pyrex.
value.
It's worth a lot because it's the original Pyrex. The newer
Even
stuff
like
is like a
China and tea
phony.
sets and those things.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I was, because I keep. I mean, I was just raised to always have money on hand in my house, and I can't tell you how many times, even with my grandkids, I've given them coins. And I don't take time to look at these coins.
Oh yeah.
But you
Coins,
may have
big
coins
I
of
time.
understand you
value.
passing out gold balloons over
Yeah.
there.
Well, no, it could be a double stamp, or it could be stamped from a weird. It could be put on a different coin, but yet it's supposed to be on this coin. Like they'll
Yeah.
stamp a nickel with a quarter.
Yeah. There's a certain level of error that they've learned to accept when
I
they
found
print
a coin
money.
the
But
other day in my stash. It's like 50 years. And I
Nice.
put it away. I'm like, I've never seen one of these.
oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. It's $2.
Yeah. The quarters in, is that a loonie?
Toonie.
It's a
A
toonie. I
tuning.
love
Yeah.
it.
I was like, oh,
Um,
maybe this might be worth something so one day.
I
yeah.
like foreign money because theirs is always prettier than ours.
Yeah, we lack imagination here.
Ours is
In the
just
U.S.,
greenback. Greenbacks, that's what
how
they
many of you
call
have
them.
actually seen a quarter here in the U.S. recently?
I've seen, well, probably have one in my
I've
house.
got I've got plenty of them, but I don't pay attention to them.
If you actually look at them, you'll suddenly realize for the last, I don't know, decade or so, they've been printing them differently.
Yeah,
Like they
here's an
don't all
old
look like
one.
they used to. They've been changing what's printed on the quarters literally for like the last decade and then
This
some.
is a 95. It's totally different. I mean, they've got like centennial coins. They've got coins for each state. They've got,
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, our quarters have been changing constantly every year for
I
like
mean,
the last decade or two.
I hope you're collecting them.
Oh, absolutely. Every time I see a new one, I'm like, "Ooh, there's a new one." I've got the entire 50 state collection
all
somewhere.
right, if you want
That's
the
pretty cool.
pennies for this year, you have to go in and order them because they're
Yeah, because
not putting out
they don't
pennies.
make pennies anymore. Yeah.
But for the 20th, 250th anniversary, they made some, but you have to
Oh,
go
okay.
order them. You don't pay
Um,
any more than what a penny costs.
pennies a penny for now.
for
But
now,
yeah,
but you have to go to your banks and ask for them, and
We
they'll
don't
bring
do
them in.
pennies here either anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what kills me is none of the stores have changed their prices.
Right. They haven't changed the pricing to reflect the fact that there's a point
So when you pay in cash,
4.3.
Well, they just round it up or whatever.
yeah, but it's like you're losing 3 cents, 3 cents
I
on
know.
3,000
We're
orders. That's,
losing, they're gaining.
Right.
yeah.
Like somebody's losing in that deal and they're not, and the stores are making it not them lose.
They're not
So
the
yeah,
ones losing.
yeah, they're rounding up, we're rounding down. Therein
Yeah.
lies our problem.
But I have a whole
All right.
packet of quarters here. Yeah, and they're
Well,
all different.
In Canada with the penny, they
Mhm.
haven't changed the prices, but if you're under 3 cents, they bring it down to say 90 cents instead
Okay.
of 93. And if you're 3 cents
Which
or
is very
over, then
rarely.
it goes to 5.
Most things
Okay.
are like 99, 98.
So
It's
they can
hardly ever
round up.
97.
But I don't
Right.
understand why they just don't change the pricing to say there's no pennies.
Because tax
Credit
percentages
cards.
around the country are different.
Well, I'm thinking also biggest thing is quarters.
They wouldn't make any
Everybody
money.
uses credit cards. How many people use cash? So
There are
they
some
still,
places that are there are certain locations that are completely cashless. Like if you go to
Yeah,
Petco Park here in San Diego, Petco Park is a cashless park.
I disagree with that.
I
I'm not
do
fond of it
too.
either.
Montana made it that they can't, they have to accept cash. They made it
Oh,
and
into
good.
the
and
state
they
law
do
that
and
you
they
have
do
to
not have
accept
to
cash.
accept cash. And Petco Park, they walk up like you walk up there, they're like, yeah, we don't take money, which is
Oh,
weird.
yeah,
Like
I
we don't
know.
take cash. But ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:58 a.m. California time. Thank you all so much for being here this morning and having such a lively discussion about dead things. And
Thank
oh,
God
this
it's
is great.
daytime. Now.
I
Um,
just think, in all of that, I understand the fear of the negative, but we
uh-huh.
all just have to be discerning,
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
yeah.
Because Reiki
That,
has some positive things to it.
Oh, it
Christians don't
absolutely
believe in
does.
Reiki.
yeah.
You know,
Energy work is energy work.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Well,
And
the
yeah,
so,
Holy
and it's,
Spirit, the
we have to
Holy
be
Spirit.
careful we don't get to what they did with witches. And
yeah.
that
Oh,
was
Yeah.
a
yeah.
lack of understanding.
Seriously.
Yes.
Um, what I like to tell people is because they're like, I don't believe in energy. I'm like, well, here, let me take it over to a scientific perspective for you. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It simply changes its form.
Yeah.
So
And in
there's
the grand
radi-
scheme of things, we are all just made of energy to begin with. So
Right.
yeah,
we're on particular frequencies. And so once we
uh,
leave this particular energetic form, it doesn't mean we're gone, just means that we've changed form and now we've got something else, like we exist in some other way. It may not be in this particular mindset corporeal way, but that energy that is holding us together right now goes off and does something else useful somewhere else. And so and I say somewhere hopefully useful. Yes, Miss Francine.
I have two questions before we go. It's for
Question
you
one.
guys. First one is Disney World cashless or Walt Disney or whatever it is? Is it cashless?
Uh, it wasn't the last time I was there, but
Okay.
that was 5 years ago.
I would get
I'll
on a blog and look and check it out.
yeah, you can always go to Disney's website and they'll tell you.
Okay. And then because Yvette was mentioning because my daughter's birthday is on Labor Day.
Oh, nice. Uh-oh, she just froze. So close to getting that question out. I'll be there on Labor Day. I mean, I'll be in town on Labor Day, so
I think they're thinking about taking her daughter while they're there.
I'm more than willing since that Monday is a day off for us. I'm like, I'm not leaving town till the 10th. So I
I
mean, if
think
you want
we're
to bounce
going
over there
to
and do
Epic.
that, I
We're
think
going to
James
go.
said Epic is on that Sunday.
Yeah, but I think Paul and I and Blake or Jay are going to go to
Oh, Universal.
Universal
Okay. Oh yeah, she's
because
still quite hardcore
we're there till
Frozen.
the 8th, so we don't fly
Oh,
out till the 8th.
she's back.
Sorry,
Hey.
my phone got cut off. It said it was too hot. Anyway, so she was mentioning that there's a princess, like she gets to dress up, put on makeup and this and that.
Yes, the
Yeah, but
Bibbidi
you gotta
Bobbidi Boutique.
Oh,
And you need to order that before you get there.
that was my question. So I
Yes.
go on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It's at the Magic Kingdom, I believe, in Fantasyland.
Magic
You're
Kingdom.
you're welcome.
I wonder if we'll have a shuttle from our hotel to go there.
Um,
Because I
I
did
don't
see there was
know.
shuttles to Disney World, but I don't know much about Disney, which is which and whatever.
That's the
Just
same.
I'll get into that with you guys next time.
Okay, no worries.
I know more about Disney than anybody cares to
I
actually hear
know,
from
that's
me.
why I brought it up here.
So there we go. So I got you covered on that one.
Okay.
But yeah. Thank you guys for being here. It is 7:02 a.m. We have the next call coming up. It is Thursday, right? Today's Thursday. Which means I probably just got paid, which is awesome. For those of you who have subscriptions coming up, I just had to change mine because mine goes into effect tomorrow night. Next week, the week coming up is a green week. And the week coming up is a green week. So if you're a green week, your subscription is going to go through this weekend.
Okay,
Mine goes
yeah. If
to
I
it
want to change, I need
Friday
to
night
go
at
in and change
11
mine.
p.m.
I'm gonna go change some stuff on mine. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I had to switch mine up a little bit. So
Yours
that's a
is
fun
green.
reminder for
You're
you.
green week. I'm a blue week. I'm right
Okay,
after
so
you.
yours is going to be next week then.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
I'm
I go
blue.
switch it
August
now, it'll
1st.
be ready.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
mine
yeah.
goes off on August 1st. Blue.
So that makes you a blue week, I think.
Blue.
I think mine is
Yeah.
this weekend. I saw an email.
Okay, yeah.
You're lucky if you're a blue week because you don't have all of the new stuff and all their promotions happen on your week.
Right. Green weeks is when they usually schedule all those things.
Yes. And and you
So
can't get the
irritating.
specials on your
Early.
yeah.
It is so irritating.
It
Like
is
I
very.
wanna do this. Uh, if you guys have any questions throughout the day, please feel free to reach out to myself or Miss Twyla because she's stuck in that office all day and would love the company. We would love to hear
I'm
from you
here.
guys. But other than that, you guys go on there, have a fantastic day. Julia, Jessica, thank you very much for being here today. Greatly appreciate you and for all the interpretation you guys did. Loved
And
it.
all our crazy talk.
And thank you for keeping up with us.
It was very interesting.
Uh, so greatly appreciate. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, please have a fantastic day. Jerry, you're a wonderful person. Keep that smile on your face because tomorrow I'm picking on you.
That gives you the whole weekend. Woo.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to y'all
Bye,
later.
guys. Love you.
Have a great
Love
day,
you all.
everyone.
Yeah, you guys saw my face. All right.